So how to fill out the DS11 form for your passport. You've come to the right place. Let's get started. So first you can start by typing travel.state.gov. It's going to take you to this page that you're seeing here, and you're going to just click on the form filler tool. When you click on the form filler tool, it's going to take you to the form filler tool. Click I've read the privacy statement. It's going to fill out your application online. You're going to go to the first on the left, fill out online and print, and you're going to hit submit. Now the first thing that it asks, from moving forward, you're going to be the applicant. Since this is the situation that if it's just for yourself, okay? We're not talking about if you have sons or daughters under 16 or things like that. This is just solely for yourself. So you're going to be the applicant. Everything that says applicant refers to you. So you're going to put first your first name. That's required. And your last name. Middle name is optional and suffix is optional as well. Then you're going to put your date of birth, the city of birth as how your birth certificate says, or where you were born, the country of birth, and you're going to enter the state and your social security number as stated earlier. You're then going to put your gender. If you put X, or if you decide that you want to change the gender marker and you hit yes, that's going to be a little bit more, it'll make things a little bit longer for you. Then you're going to put your height in feet and inches, then your hair color, your eye color. It asks you for your occupation. It's stating the occupation is mandatory. And if you're going to school, you put school. Then you're going to click next. Then it's going to ask you for your contact information. Where should the passport be mailed? Remember, if you're doing it in person, they'll give it to you there. But this still needs to be required. This still needs to be filled out. So the first thing that you want to put is the mailing address, city, country, state, zip code. You want to skip the in care of because you're getting it yourself. Is this your permanent address? And preferred method of communication if you want by mail, email, both. You're going to put your email address there, confirm it. You're going to hit next. Then you're going to fill out what day you're traveling. This has to be specific. 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year. And it asks you also for the date of your return. Now, you don't have to be specific, but you want to give, a good range, or as specific as possible, should I say, and which countries you're going to be visiting. So if you're traveling within 2 weeks to not mail in your passport application, this means that you have to do it in person, as we stated by calling in the other video. Who should we contact in case of emergency? So you're going to put there either your significant other or a parent. You're going to put that there, or their address, city, state, zip code, telephone number, and their relationship to you. You're going to hit next. Then it asks you if you had a recent passport. If you have ever been issued of any of these, it'll be a passport book, a passport card, or none if it's your first time. Then it's the applicant's parent and spouse information. So remember, it's asking to please fill in as much information as you know. And if you're completing it as a third party or parent of minor, complete the form in the context of the applicant, not yourself. But since you're doing it for yourself on this one, this is your parents. As stated first, your mother, father, parent, or of you. So you want to go ahead and fill first, middle, last, their date of birth, and their place of birth. And if you need help with this, you can look at your birth certificate and it'll show you their information, their pertinent information there, their gender, and are they a U.S. citizen or not. Now, as you can see near the top where it says mother, father, parent of applicant, if you don't know, you can click unknown there as well. That's an option. Next, you're going to go scroll down a little bit more for, your other mother or father. Then you can put there, your spouse, if you're married. Have you ever been married? Yes or no. And then it's going to ask you for your spouse's information. Then you're going to hit next, and it's going to ask you any other names that you have used legally in the past. Then you're going to do a personal application review. Then you're going to go into the review. And as you can see here, you'll be able to just make sure that everything is correct. There is an edit button to the right of every section. So if you find a mistake or something there, you can actually hit the edit button and correct anything there on the application review, just to make sure everything's correct. Now, here's where they ask you to choose the passport products and fees. Are you going to need a passport book, $130, or are you going to need a passport card, $30, or both, $160 for the passport book and card? So you stated here, the U.S. passport card cannot be used for international air travel. This travel document can be used to enter the United States from Canada, Mexico, or the Caribbean, and Bermuda at a land border crossing, or seaports of entry. I stand corrected. So total payable with the acceptance fee. Hit next. It will tell you any errors that it finds. So you have to choose one. So now I'll update the fee. As you can see, this where you also put expedited for $60. That agency service, that'll be the bottom if you're doing it within the 14 days. Next steps, you want to review it. Next step, you want to acknowledge it. See if you're acknowledging you understood the instructions. And now you'll be ready to print that. Here's how you submit. You can actually, this is the way I was telling you for a passport agency like USPS.com. They have a link directly through here that just finds the closest ones to you, but you won't be able to make an the appointment from there. This is just showing you the options of facilities that are there. As you can see, it'll show you in this format, Los Angeles Main Post Office. It'll show you all that, but as you can see that there's no way for you to make an appointment from there. It'll ask you what to submit. One recent passport photo, correct passport fees, proof of citizenship, and proof of identity. As stated in another video, do not sign your DS11 application until asked to do so in person. You just want to fill it out with the exception of any type of pertinent information of signature. So there you go. You print it out. Let me show you. Go to the bottom, printing instructions, pretty self-explanatory, single-sided paper. If you cannot correct these problems, make sure that you check your printer. If you cannot correct these problems after checking your printer, do not submit the form. Make sure that you double check everything again. Instead, download a blank form and complete it by hand in black ink. You're going to click here where it says, I have read and acknowledged the steps information contained above. And you're going to print the form on the left-hand side. Print form. You're going to need Adobe Acrobat for that. That's how you fill out the form DS11 for your passport. So if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with people that you may know. Welcome to the family. I'm Dad2XL. See you on the next one. Have a good one.